And yeah, so when you started, there wasn't really much of a conservancy model going. That's right.
There wasn't any conservancy, and we were in the north of the Masai Mara, which is that's where the first camp was.
Sort of where Lamech is now.
Yeah, that area. And yeah, you know, slowly, as you made a little bit of money, you'd buy a new vehicle.
Yeah.
Or then I think the first thing I can remember doing it was flush toilets. I think it went flush toilets, refrigeration about the same time, and then a new sort of storage tent. Then you got electricity, and then we started getting busy. And Greg was very keen on this, which was only conjecture of a conservancy model. And for anyone who doesn't understand, rather than paying $100, $200 to the local council, and with rather questionable provenance on what happens to that money, this is, you charge what you charge, but there is currently $130 conservancy fee per day for everybody. It's audited. Yeah. So we need our airstrip resurfaced. We need a culvert put in and a dam. We need a new road put in, whatever. That money covers it. So everybody benefits.
And it covers compensation for...
Yeah, compensation, but all those stakeholders, all those that have little parcels of land are getting paid. It is not perfect. And there'll often be somebody who breaks away from that model, or they think they can do it better, whatever. So it's a constant battle.
Yeah.
It really is.
It is, but it's working. And I mean, Dan and I, the first time we went to the Mara was obviously before we'd heard of Kacheche and before we knew anything about conservancies. And we did not have a experience I wanted to repeat. And actually, we'd kind of written Kenya completely off our list of places to visit. And we decided to give it another go, sort of took a chance on it. And actually, we stayed in the Triangle first. And we had a lovely time, but it was during COVID, obviously, so it was quiet, which makes it easier.
A slightly jaundiced look at...
And we never we didn't hear positive things from people who didn't work in the conservancies about going there. But we went anyway, and it was sort of like instant love, and then getting to know, obviously, the people at your camps and the guides at your camps, and spending so much time when there was so few of us traveling there. Yeah. Like, we had, obviously, quite a unique introduction to it, but I just can't imagine anywhere else really that I'd want to go there.
I mean, people talk, why don't you come to the Serengeti? Why don't you just do that? And I'm thinking, well, yeah, I kind of want to, but I know it can't touch it.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
Yeah. And really the sort of legacy that you've built up with the locals, with people. I mean, you look at some of your guides who are very senior in their community, someone like Bernard as an example.
Very much.
He's been guiding with you forever. He's a fantastic guide. He is well known by everyone around. He has this like buy-in because it's his whole community where he is quite senior that is actually bought into, for example, Naboisho.
It is. And Naboisho is a classic case of a very well-run conservancy.
Oh, yeah.
I often, that is pretty much the model.
Yeah, that's
number one. Number two as well is, it makes me proud. We started with 5 staff. We still got 2 of them. In fact, their children have worked for us.
Yeah, in fact, one of them ran up a tree when Dan and I
that's
lost
right.
some stuff.
That's Ngume's son. But they have, and to now have almost 200. Do you think
really 200?
You go to bed thinking you're responsible for hundreds and thousands of livelihoods, which is a big deal. And we're also very aware of how fickle it can be because we've been bitten.
Yeah,
and it can take a rather sporty election win or purported win, or indeed drought.
Yeah.
Or like the weather we had this year, the rainfall. Global warming has a marked is now having an indelible effect on wildlife.
And
it really is.
But you look at something like, for example, COVID is a great example of it. When it happened, the camps didn't get rid of staff. You kept your staff.
We didn't.
No. Camps did, but not Kacheche. Kacheche didn't. And that, I would say, that's something to be quite proud of.
Well, no, it's something I'm enormously proud of.
Yeah.
And my view was always, do you want to come out of this when, you want to be that sort of person that just cut them and said, off you go, because your union doesn't have any teeth if it doesn't have any money.
Yeah.
But let's be abundantly clear. I don't know what
it was tough.
Yeah, because suddenly you have zero cash flow.
Yeah.
So those people, thankfully, those saints who jump through hoops, like yourselves, they came out for sometimes extended stays. That was critical. It really was, and we didn't forget them.
No, I don't think so. And I think, I mean, we watched it happen in other camps where all the staff just packed up after guests stayed for 3 days and just left out the front door.
Well, more importantly, I think what's even more pertinent is there wasn't a Kenyan who wasn't dumbfounded at why they were being made destitute, because this is COVID was a respiratory ailment, which of course Kenyans live at altitude. They don't eat rubbish food. They walk to work generally.
They're outside all of the time. I mean, they're fit.
And also, when you think, I don't know how many perished from COVID, but I understand it was only about 4,000, which is tiny. When you compare to how many perish from TB or malaria, there's so many more. I don't know, 40,000 a year. So, yeah, and that was a nonsense. It just was a nonsense. And virtually every country stuffed it up, particularly the UK.